DNA bombshell. Kendra says Kirk Frost is her baby's father. Jock walks out live. In one of the most explosive revelations in love and hip-hop history, Kendra Robinson has just dropped a DNA bombshell that has shaken the franchise to its very core. In a live televised segment, where fans were expecting a mild sit-down about relationships, parenting, and the usual love triangle rumors, things took a shocking turn, so shocking that young Jock literally walked out of the studio. Let's break it all down and explore what really happened, the twisted love web behind this announcement, and what's next for everyone involved. Buckle up. This is the kind of drama that reality TV only dreams of. The calm before the storm. What was supposed to be just another episode. It all began with a live taping of a Love and Hip Hop Atlanta reunion special, meant to reflect on the drama and growth throughout the season. Host Mona Scott Young tried to keep the energy upbeat, the conversation honest but respectful. Kendra Robinson, who has long been linked to rapper and entrepreneur young Jock, appeared poised and collected in a sleek red gown. Jock himself was seated next to her, appearing relatively calm. The audience anticipated the usual couple banter and maybe a hint of scandal, but no one expected the bombshell revelation that was about to follow. Kendra's sudden confession. I need to say something important. Midway through the segment, Mona turned to Kendra and asked how she felt about the state of her relationship with Jock after the many ups and downs they faced throughout the season. That's when the tone shifted. With a slow breath and trembling voice, Kendra took the mic and said, "Before we go any further, I need to say something. This isn't easy, but it's the truth. Kirk Frost is the father of my baby." Gasps erupted from the audience. Mona's eyes widened. Jock looked like he had been slapped in the face. Cameras zoomed in for the reaction shots. A producer reportedly dropped their headset backstage. It was that intense. Wait, what? Kirk Frost. For those not following the twisted web of Atlanta's elite, Kirk Frost, husband of Rasheeda, has had his fair share of controversies, including fathering a child with Jasmine Washington outside his marriage. That scandal nearly ended his relationship with Rasheeda, but the couple slowly rebuilt their marriage and gained the sympathy and shade of fans across the franchise. So, for Kendra to suddenly name Kirk, Rasheeda's husband, as the father of her baby, it wasn't just shocking, it was career-ending level of drama. Jock's reaction. From confusion to outrage. Jock sat in stunned silence for about 10 seconds before uttering just one word. Kendra. He then stood up, took off his mic, and walked off set. Producers followed him backstage as cameras tried to capture every second. Jock could be heard shouting, "I knew something wasn't right. I knew it," followed by the sound of something, or someone, being pushed. Fans watching live-streamed footage described Jock as betrayed, devastated, and humiliated. Some even speculated that he might have had suspicions prior to the taping but chose to ignore them in hopes the rumors were false. Kirk's reaction. We need to talk about this privately. Kirk, who was not even scheduled to be on that segment of the show, appeared backstage moments after the revelation was made. His face was stone cold. He refused to address the audience directly, instead walking over to Kendra and whispering something to her that was caught faintly on a boom mic. "We talked about this. You said you weren't sure." This only fueled more questions. Did Kirk already know this might be true? Was there a DNA test done before the taping? According to multiple sources close to production, Kirk and Kendra were rumored to have hooked up during a brief break in her relationship with Jock, though the timing was heavily disputed. At the time, Kendra allegedly denied being involved with Kirk romantically. Rasheeda's breakdown. How many times are you going to hurt me? Rasheeda, watching the taping from a private viewing room, was reportedly in tears and left the building shortly after the confession aired. One insider shared. Rasheeda was blindsided. She thought the cheating chapter with Kirk was behind them. Now, it broke her. Rasheeda has been one of the more mature, emotionally grounded cast members on Love and Hip Hop. Her previous decision to forgive Kirk for his infidelity was met with mixed reactions from fans. This revelation, however, might be the final straw. She has since posted a cryptic message on Instagram that reads, "A woman can only take so much. Love doesn't mean ignoring the truth. The alleged DNA test, what we know so far. The most pressing question right now, is it true?" Kendra claims she had a private DNA test done after noticing her baby shared certain physical features with Kirk. She said the results came back showing a 99.9% match. Jock, on the other hand, reportedly had no knowledge that Kendra ever suspected someone else might be the father, let alone Kirk. Production insiders claim a second, independently verified DNA test is now being ordered by Kirk's legal team to avoid speculation. Social media explodes. The moment the news hit the airwaves, fans took to social media in a frenzy. Hashtags like hashtag Kirk baby scandal, hashtag Jock walked out, and hashtag Rasheeda deserves better trended across platforms. Twitter users wrote things like, "Kendra out here setting off bombs. Kirk stays ruining lives. Jock's face when she said Kirk, man, I felt that betrayal. Rasheeda need to pack her bags, he ain't gone, change. Why is Kirk always the villain every season?" Mona Scott Young's statement. In a press release issued hours after the taping, Mona Scott Young wrote, "As producers, we are committed to allowing our cast members the space to share their truth, no matter how uncomfortable or shocking it may be. We were not aware of the nature of Kendra's announcement beforehand. Insiders, however, say production might have known, and the reveal was strategically planned to boost ratings for the upcoming season." Jock and Kendra, over for good. According to close sources, Jock has officially moved out of the home he shared with Kendra and is considering all options, including a paternity test of his own, for peace of mind. Jock later posted to Instagram Live, "I gave everything to that relationship. And now I'm sitting here wondering if I've been raising another man's child." Kendra, meanwhile, has gone radio silent, only posting a message that read, "The truth will always hurt. But lies destroy everything. Kirk and Rasheeda. Divorce on the horizon." The Frost family brand has taken major hits in the past, but this time, Rasheeda may not be willing to stand by her man. Friends close to her say she has hired a lawyer and is preparing for a possible divorce, depending on how things unfold in the coming weeks. This scandal could impact not only their personal lives but also their businesses, including their boutique, Pressed, which relies heavily on their brand image. What happens next? The fallout from this revelation is only just beginning. Some of the questions fans are demanding answers to include: will Kirk publicly admit to fathering Kendra's child? Is Rasheeda going to stay or finally walk away? Will Jock get a chance to confront Kirk and Kendra in person? How will this affect custody, business deals, and public reputation? Production has reportedly added new scenes to the upcoming season to address the drama in real time. A special two-part episode titled, DNA and Deception, is already in the works. Final thoughts. Another love and hip-hop earthquake. Love and hip-hop has never shied away from chaos, but this might be the most scandalous plotline in its entire history. The level of betrayal, emotional fallout, and family entanglement has created a tsunami of reactions that will ripple through reality TV for years to come. From Jock's public humiliation to Rasheeda's heartbreak, and Kirk's seemingly never-ending pattern of cheating, one thing is clear. Truth hurts, but secrets destroy. Stay tuned, because the next episode might just be even messier than this one.